Hey family, now I've been wanting to make this dish for 2, 3, 7, 11, 14, 25 days now, and I finally got to do it. Now whenever I have an idea like that, the longer it takes for me to get it out, the more it changes. So this one changed a little bit, but the results were wonderful. Now I gotta put this video out properly before the itis kicks in. If you don't know about the itis, well, you need to ask somebody. Let's go. Hi, my name is T. I am not a chef. Actually, I'm a truck driver. And I don't drive food trucks. I drive a semi. What I'm about to do is show you how to do what I do on my truck. Welcome to your favorite new food show, Big Taste in a Small Space with me, T. So now for me, wasting food is like one of the biggest sins. So this is some celery that I got from Buffalo Wild Wings. Now I'm going to repurpose it and use it in this dish. So I'm just going to cut it on the bias a little bit. Make some nice little pieces. Going to use it as a garnish later on. And I had this salad from Love's, and I'm going to take out the carrots since they already shredded them for me. And I'm going to use them later on too. But for now, let's get out a pot. I put my kettle on and made some hot water, so this won't take as long as it would if I didn't. And I get my water up to a boil. And once it's up to a boil, I put some Elderwood smoked sea salt in there, about 2 tablespoons. Yep. Stir it up nice, and then I put this big old dinosaur lobster tail. Ooh, that's a nice big tail you got there. Put that into the water and let that cook for 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. No, it will not be done in 2 minutes. But in 2 minutes, we're going to take it out. We're going to put it in some ice cold water. There you go. Cue the water. And once you put it in the water, after 2 minutes of boiling, that's going to help you take it out of the shell nice and easy. It's going to really come off that shell. Because if not, oh, you might be fighting. We don't want to fight this lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever time you decide you might want to make it. So you put that in some ice water for about another 2 minutes or so, till it's at least cool enough for you to handle it. And I put it on some paper towel for a minute just to soak up some of that water. And then you're going to crack the shell. You're going to crack the shell again. And you're going to take the shell out, the lobster tail. Take your big old tail out. Crack this shell with your hands. It's cool enough for you to mess with right now. And it's going to easily slide out. And like with me, even that little vein inside came sliding out. So now that your lobster tail is not cooked, it is not cooked, it is not finished cooking, I'm going to put 2 spears in there. You know the type you put you make a shish kebab with. I'm going to put them in there to keep it from curling up, because I'm going to cook it some more. But I'm going to put it on the side for now. And I'm going to get this pan out. That is some butter that I got when I buy those king crab legs from Sam's Club. It comes with a couple of pads of butter. I save the butter. I let it melt. I get it back together. And I use it for stuff like this because it's already seasoned. It's a beautiful butter. I think it's a clarified butter, but I'm not sure. But I use that butter, and I'm going to melt it. And I'm going to spruce it up even though it is already seasoned. I'm going to add some garlic oil to it. I'm going to add a little sweet soy to it. I'm going to bring it up to a boil. No, not a boil, but I'm going to heat it up. I'm going to add some fish sauce. I know that was shrimp sauce. Same difference. And You let that heat up to a nice simmer. You stir, you stir. You don't let it burn, but you stir it up. And then I'm going to lay my lobster tail down in there. Lay your tail on down in the butter, baby. Ooh. And I'm going to add some of the water that I boiled the lobster in because it still has that lobster flavor. And I put the shell back in that water because I'm going to cook the pasta in that water. But anyway, so you got your tail in there and you baste, you turn it every now and then. And we're going to cook it like that on a medium high, but medium for about 10 minutes. So it's been in the hot water for 2 minutes. It's been in this for about 10. And like I said, you turn it, you flip it, you baste it. If you have a bigger pot, well, you use a bigger pot. I used what I wanted to today, and this is what I did. So, like I said, you baste it, because you want that thing to cook all the way through now. And you want it to stay nice and juicy. You don't want it to get hard and rubbery. That's why you're not cooking it on high. And like I said, the reasons you put those 2 skewers in there is so it doesn't curl up like a shrimp would. No, we want to lay out flat. You just wait and see. But you keep on basting, you keep on turning. You want to make sure every bit of this lobster is in this sauce. And while it's in the sauce, even though you added water, it's reducing. Now, once 10 minutes goes by, you take the shell out the water. You heat the water. Yeah, I took the lobster off the heat. Put it on the side for a minute. Take the lobster out the sauce. And I had some pasta. Ta-da-da. It's some Asian flat noodles that I like. I put them in the water that I made the lobster in. That's going to flavor up the noodles because you did salt the water. That's going to, cook your pasta in that nice lobster sauce. Now, in this sauce again that I put back on the heat, I added some crispy chili. The oil in that thing is lovely. I added some chili garlic. I just like that because it's lovely. And I'm going to reduce this because remember I did add some water to this buttery stuff. And now I want to cook that water out. So we're going to reduce this down. That right now is on a high heat. And because it had water in there, you don't really have to worry about the butter burning. Because you want to get rid of the water. I add a splash of soy sauce in here. And I reduce. You reduce it by about a third. Not half this time, just a third. Because what we're going to do with this is that in the back is the noodles. You make sure they're not sticking together. You stir it one time at least. And they're in the once you have your sauce boiling nicely, I'm going to put my noodles. The noodles aren't finished cooking, but I'm going to finish them in the sauce. Yeah, so not only are they cooked in the lobster sauce, in the flavor of the lobster, but now they're cooked in the sauce all together. They're going to be finished. They're going to get tender. Yeah, I'm a little excited. But yeah, you cook them in the sauce. You check them, make sure they're getting nice and tender. And you make sure you flip them, you toss them up in that sauce, you toss your noodles in the sauce. And once your noodles are just about done, you take them out the sauce. You put them in a bowl, whatever bowl you plan on serving this dish in, you put them in that bowl. But wait, we are not done. Get all your noodles out. And then what we're going to do is, I had these lovely red striped shrimp. I got to find them again. They were so good. But we're going to cook them directly in the sauce. I did not season these shrimp. I did not do nothing with these shrimp. They're already clean. They're already deveined. I'm just going to cook them for about 3-4 minutes in this sauce. Yes, I am. Yes, I is. That's what I said. So, you cook them, you flip them over, you make sure. Now, those will start to curl, but only about 2 minutes aside, 2.5 minutes aside in this sauce, and they won't turn rubbery. They will be delicious. You will be writing me to thank me. You will be writing my parents to thank the fact that they made me. I guarantee. So, after about, like I said, 2 minutes aside, I flip them over every now and then. A couple times, because I got that ADDDDDDD stuff going on. So, after your shrimp is done, you get your bowl of noodles and you plate your shrimp on top of your noodles. Come on, put your shrimp in there. Where the shrimp at? Hey man, don't be eating my shrimp. Put the shrimp in the bowl. Thank you. You put your shrimp in the bowl. You put some sauce all around in the bowl. You get your tail out. You put your tail in the bowl. You get some of your garnishes. You put your garnishes in the bowl, your carrot, little slivers of carrot, your pieces of celery, and then you take the rest of the sauce and you completely finish saucing your bowl. A little bit on top of the lobster. Yes, and as you see, I did slice up my lobster to make it purty. And once your lobster and everything is nice and saucy, bam, there it is. Lobster and shrimp on some Asian noodles. Oh, this was so good. It was so good. A little soy sauce and wasabi, a little salad. You know me, I can't live without my salad. But I've been thinking about this lobster dish for the longest time, and I finally made it. What you won't do, you do for love. Well, I do love me, so hey!